Well, you know the game can't be going particularly well for you if you're getting attacked by a Drakuseth and a Hullbreaker Horror, almost wiping your board in the same turn. Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel. For today's Daily Draft, we've got a special one here in store today. There is an event running currently on MTG Arena called the Chromatic Cube. For those unaware of exactly what this is, it's a phantom event, meaning the cards we draft don't go into our collection. However, it's insanely powerful. It's cards taken from the historic format, and put into a cube that we then get to draft and play out in a best of 3 queue. So I don't want to talk too long here because we got a lot of cards to talk about. I have not drafted this cube yet, but it's my favorite. I think it's my favorite cube here on MTGA whenever it's available for us. So let's take a look. Lurrus is a fun companion. Being able to companion Lurrus kind of puts some deck building restrictions on yourself, but it's a lot of fun. Rise to Glory. I mean, all these cards are they're just all bangers. I mean, there's so many things you could do. Lands are going to be pretty high choices probably as well. I think I might want to start with Lurrus here just to see if we can make this work. My guess is this may not actually work very well because there's so many cards in this cube that cost a ton. But let's see here. There's also Black-White Reanimator. That could be kind of fun too. You know what, if this cube were a little more low to the ground, I think I'd go with Lurrus, but I'm going to take the Black-White Reanimator card and see if we can find our way into that a little bit. Let's see, Yawgmoth, Thran Physician, 4 mana, 2/4, pro-humans, pay 1 life, sack another creature, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature, and draw a card. You can discard a card to proliferate as well. There's a couple of red cards here. There's Nayeth of Dire Hunt. This might be one of the weird cards I've never seen before. 4 mana, 3/3. Okay, so like red-green stompy kind of thing. Kaito Shizuki for like a blue control thing. Same with Alrund. There's not really a good follow-up to Priest of Fell Rites. So a green-white kind of go-wide thing going on here. Yawgmoth is probably going in a black-red sack deck. Red Dragons. Yeah, not a great follow-up, to be honest. What seems like the most fun? I mean, there's a green-white. I mean, green-white is always pretty fun. You get to go super, super wide. I'm just going to toe the line between black-white and green-white here and see if that does anything for us. Cemetery Illuminator. Asika's Chariot's pretty good with Ropeline Attendant. It doesn't exactly combo perfectly, but we've got Plague Crafter for more sacrifice shenanigans, Celestis for ramp, Immortal Sun as amazing top end, Crackle with power, Clone Crafter, 2 mana 1/2, conjure a duplicate of a random creature card from an opponent's library into your hand. You can spend mana of any color. A couple of removal spells. This is another card late to dinner that can go with Priest of Fell Rites. So we're just going to have to, we can pick up the Black-White Reanimator kind of package and then see which cards we want to reanimate. There's probably going to be some pretty powerful ones coming around. Jetmir could go with Ropeline Attendant pretty well, but late to dinner. Did I call it something or different than that earlier? And Priest of Fell Rites are an amazing start to a Black-White Reanimator deck, and that seems like a fun little thing to do. Velomachus Lorehold is a great thing to be reanimating, that's for sure. Scholar of the Lost Trove, not a bad reanimate target either. What does this do? At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the bottom creature card of your library. You may cast that card this turn. Beginning of the next end step, if that card is exiled, put it into your graveyard and create a treasure. Some wild cards in Historic nowadays. Null Priest of Oblivion. Another reanimator thing. But I think Velomachus, not knowing the card list in this cube, has to be one of the better reanimator targets, right? I mean, it can recast late to dinner whenever it attacks. Divine Visitation, I don't think is going to be for us. Concealed Courtyard, not bad. I really hope Null Priest wheels, but I think this is a pretty good reanimator target. So now we have Endray's Forerunners. Not a bad reanimate target as well. Dragon's Horde, pretty good with Velomachus. Skyclave Relic for ramp. Couple of blue kind of instant speed, blue-red kind of things. Ooh, Atali. I just completely missed Atali. That seems pretty good too. Yeah. You can only activate this as a sorcery though, which sucks. And this is a sorcery. I don't know how many instant speed ways there are to reanimate, but this is pretty good. So we've got a couple of really, really good reanimate targets here. All right, assemble from parts. Target creature in your graveyard perpetually gains 1 black, exile it from your graveyard, shuffle it into your library, create a token that's a copy that's a 4/4. Well, that's pretty darn good with these two things here. Prevent all non-combat damage, so it's a fog, kind of. Not really, it's only against spells. And whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2. Probably not for us. Lier, is this the adjusted one? Probably, but I don't even know. Man, Alchemy and Historic are some wild, wild formats. I think Assembled from Parts is pretty good if we're going Reanimator here. Gitrog, Horror of Zava. Okay, well we're going black-white, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, nothing great to reanimate, not great lands. At the beginning, your SF creature dies turn, pay 2 life, draw a card. It's a 3 mana 1/4. I might just take the cycling land. It does touch black. None of these lands touch both black and white. So I think I'll just take the cycling land and maybe it makes the deck, maybe it doesn't. Black and white looking a little cut, unfortunately. There's Woodland Cemetery. That opens up some more green splash if we wanted to do that for some reason. Cold Steel Heart is ramp, and maybe that's just worth it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Cold Steel Heart as ramp. So what came back here? A couple of the lands. Olivia came back. Well, this is Reanimator in an indirect way. Whenever it attacks, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. Whenever it attacks. I don't know if we get the trigger for that. Tapped and attacking, which means that it's already past the triggered point when you can trigger that. But either way, these are great things to be reanimating with Olivia here. So we're going to take Olivia. Temple of Malice, probably to enable the Olivia splash off of black. Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy Temple of Malice here. Dragon Skull Summit, same thing. Temple of Triumph, not bad. Yeah, let's do Temple of Triumph because it touches white, which is our other black-white reanimator color, and red to play Olivia. So let's do that one here. Take Inspiring Advantage here. There was a Scholar of the Lost Trove, but I don't think that is exactly what we're going for. So black touching red again with Proving Grounds. That ended up being a pretty good pick there. Got a lot of good lands for us already. So now we just need some more interaction, maybe another reanimator piece, a couple of good, better top end cards to reanimate, and then we're probably good. Maybe that's worth it. I don't know. I don't know if this card's still in the cube, but last time I had the most fun with, oh goodness, Niv Mizzet, the Wooburg Niv Mizzet. That was a lot of fun. I don't know if it's still here. I would assume it is, but all right. So we've got Blood Crypt. We've got Resto. 4 mana 3/4 flash flying. When it ETBs, exile non-angel and then return it. So this is more of the blue-white blink deck. Corvold as Reanimator, but kind of need that to do something in a synergy-based kind of deck for it to really work. What does this do? 3 mana, target player sacrifices a non-creature. When you do, may discard a card. If you do, conjure duplicate of the sacrifice creature to your hand. That's a lot. Chart a Course, pretty good. This is a way to get creatures into the yard, but I don't know how much we want to touch blue. There is Meteor Golem. We're gonna need a way to get these creatures into the yard. Which is gonna be interesting. So we're gonna have to find a way to do that. And I guess this is a way to do that, discarding a card. Over Meteor Golem. This might even wheel. Or Blood Crypt. One of these two could wheel this. I didn't really give that one too much of the light of day. I probably should have looked at that a little bit more. We need to find ways to get cards to our yard. So here we have Mizzix's Mastery. That was another card I absolutely loved in the previous iteration of this cube here. So we've got Cavalier of Dawn. Okay, not bad. Icing Death, not bad, not great. Kenrith is okay. Reckoner Bankbuster. Gilded Lotus. Mythos of Nethroi. This might have to be the pick as a little bit of interaction here. I think having Itali and Velomachus already is pretty good. We're going to have to find ways to discard cards as well. So let's take the Mythos as interaction here. And what can we find? Falco Spar, Hullbreaker Horror. Oh, this is the adjusted one. 7 mana, 7/8 flash. Whenever you cast a spell, choose one. Return target spell you don't control is on your hand. Return target non. I think this is the same one, but it's got the little A next to it, which makes me think it was adjusted. Was it originally an 8/8 or something? I can't remember. But this is a really good target to reanimate, I have to imagine. Bontu. No. Captain Lannery. Reaper. The good thing about this cube is there's not really a lot of aggro decks. I mean, every single one of these cards are just 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So, I mean, we're going to be playing against those as well. So we just have to find ways to discard these cards. Liliana Dreadhorde General is not one of the Lilianas that lets you discard cards. Zakama? That could be a good card to bring back. Maybe we can get Zakama, and then our reanimate package is pretty much set from here. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good one. And now we have to find ways to get cards to our yard. Turgid does it for our opponent, but not for us. Magma Opus. Can discard Magma Opus, but that doesn't really do it for us. There's Blightstep and Shattered Sanctum. Thraben Inspector also not bad. I think I'm going to take Shattered Sanctum here. As fixing for black and white. Late to Dinner and Priest of Fell Rites are our only white cards right now. Olivia's really our only black card, technically, but I'm going to take the fixing here. Emil the Blessed. It's a blink creature. Really good in blue-white blink, I would have to guess. Temple of Silence. Alloy Mirror. Cultivator's Caravan. Letter of Acceptance. No way. Siphon Insight. Have yet to see a way to put cards in our yard. So I'm going to take another land here. Might have a backup plan of wheeling one of these things and being able to cast some of these cards. Fiend Artisan. This is... No, it doesn't really put cards in our yard because it has to be on the field first. Callous Blood Mage, no. Vanishing Verse as interaction. Probably so. Kind of a black-white base here. Isolated Chapel. Yeah, all these other ones, not really. So Isolated Chapel. I don't think we have blue that we want to play yet. Yeah, the horror is the only thing. We're probably not hard casting that. All right, this one came back anyway. What do we got? Interesting. Look at top 6. Angel, Demon, Dragon. Okay. No. Chart a course. I mean, maybe we could find a way to touch blue enough to discard a card. This is like the only way we've seen to discard a card so far. I guess we'll take it here. Mizzix Mastery Wield. Oh, there's no respect. This card is so good. Narset, Territorial Kavu, Into the Royal. No. None of this. Valkospara Watery Grave to enable the Charter Course splash. Fate Glacial Fortress as well. We have a lot of black lands here. We have a couple of white and a lot of black. I'm going to take Watery Grave. And hope that we can end up with enough playables here. I didn't even realize how many lands we have. We have 8 lands. We have 14 playables. That's not bad. We still have a whole pack to go. We have a couple of ways to get more. I think we'll take the treasure map here. Because the other cards we're not playing. Gin of Wishes. Timeless Witness is not really exactly what we're looking to do. We're trying to put it straight on the battlefield here. I will take cards that can put cards into my graveyard from my hand very highly in pack 3. Letter of Acceptance. Okay, maybe we'll just get to be able to cast these cards. All right, what do we have? God Eternal Oketra. Not it. Hydroid Krasis, Godless Shrine, Eerie Ultimatum. Wow. Could be good, but again, we have to find ways to get these cards into the graveyard. Blood Artist doesn't do it. Banishing Slash doesn't do it. And Doth the Triome's a really good land for us. Godless Shrine is a decent land. Canyon Slew's not bad. I think I'm going to take the land here. I mean, what else are we even playing? Eerie Ultimatum or Oketra? But, like, we don't have ways to get our creatures to the yard. History of Benalia? No. Bone Shards. There we go. That's exactly what we need. Diagraph Rebirth on the wheel might not be bad. Ooh, Howlpack Piper. This is a way to kind of cheat things onto the field. I think this might wheel too. I think this is exactly what we need right now. So we're going to take the Bone Shards and hopefully we wheel the Howlpack Piper. Silumgar's Command. Orrery Tiamat. I don't think we have the dragons needed. We have 1. Chromatic Orrery, Maze Mine Tome. Takanuma. Returns it from the graveyard to the hand, which is not really what we're looking for. Well, that's pretty good. That kind of does what we're looking for too, but I don't think we can go the full Wooburg. Thinking about one of these lands here, probably Hallowed Fountain. Maybe we wheel like a Maze Mine Tome, but probably not. I don't think any of this is really going to help us. Thassa for blank, Nicol Bolas the Ravager. What does that do? Each opponent discards a card, and then you could transform it. Hedron Archive, Xander's Lounge, Drakaseth as a reanimate. But again, I don't know how we're getting cards to our yard. We have a couple of ways to do it, but not a lot. We have Bone Shards, Chart a Course, and Soul Servitude. And I think that's it. I think Drakaseth is better. I don't know if we're going to play it, though. There we go. Restoration of Vanganjo, Chapter 2. You may discard a card. That's exactly what we're looking for. Discovery Dispersal would be great too, because you can surveil and put that card into your yard. That would be very, very good. Yeah, I think Restoration is exactly what we're looking for here. We have a couple of ways to interact before we get too late there. So, Erebos. Raise the Alarm. Thriving Heath. Raise the Alarm just as early something. Potentially. I think Thriving Heath might just be better though. Well, I don't know if we're going to have enough playables. Let's take a card that could make our deck. Gitrog Monster. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice it unless you sack a land. You may play additional lands. Whenever one or more land cards are put in your graveyard from anywhere, draw a card. Doesn't really work with what we're doing. Spark Double. Blooming Marsh to kind of hope for that Howpack Piper on the wheel. I think I'll take that. It's kind of a roundabout way to make it work. Cavalier of Thorns. Skills you. I'm not sure we can manage that though. As far as the land, I think I might take him. You could transform him and then play the cards underneath him. Guess Godless Shrine. Well, let's take Pathway, because we have a couple blue cards I think we need to play. And the Howpack Piper did come back, so I think this is going to be like our final way. If we can't get the cards to the yard, we'll just have Howpack Piper put them onto the battlefield. I think I'll take Tome there. Breeding Pool, not bad to play Piper and a couple of blue cards here. Discovery Dispersal did come back, which is great. So maybe we got enough ways to do it. I have no idea how this deck is going to play out, but I think it's going to have at least one game that's going to end up being pretty fun. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lands off of 37 cards, makes us 24 playables. So that's, I mean, that's enough. Reminder, we are playing best of 3 here. This is much more for green-white tokens, but I mean, worst case is it can chump something in our deck. It's a 2-drop that can chump our opponent's something. So we have 3 ways, kind of 3 ways to reanimate here. We have a symbol from Parts, we have Priest of Fell Rites, and we have Late to Dinner. And then Howpack Piper is a way to get it from our hand onto the battlefield. Ways to discard, we have Restoration, we have Bone Shards, we have Chart a Course, we have Soul Servitude, Discovery. And then here's all of our reanimate targets. And then all of the lands. So I'm going to go ahead and make a quick cut in the video here as I build this deck, and I'll come back and show you what the final deck build looks like when I figure that out. All right, we are back here with the final deck build. We have basically what I explained earlier. I think we cut just like the dragon mana rock. We've got a lot of ways to like make a bunch of mana, and our mana situation is just all of the colors and all of the big things. So we're just going to try to win the game off the back of these things happening. Doing some early interaction, some reanimating things, and yeah, pretty unique for an MTGA cube. And this is the kind of thing you see in Vintage Cube on MTGO a lot. But as we hop into the first round here, if you like this kind of content, if you are a little bit bored of Streets of New Capenna and you're interested in new drafts, we've got Chromatic Cube here. Would love for you to throw a subscription my way here on the channel. It means a lot. We have a really good community that we built already, and I'm really looking forward to adding more of you as well. We also have the Daily Drafters Discord with link in description for you to join the Discord server. A lot of good things going on over there as well. Thanks so much for your consideration as we hop into round one of this best of 3 Chromatic Cube matchup against MK Hops. We'll go first and mulligan. You saw all the lands I had in the deck, right? Yeah, we'll keep this here, put back an island, I guess? Sure. So let's start with Temple, see what we can find on the top. I mean, it's not bad, but doesn't really progress our gameplay. And we already have a ramper here. We kind of need a big creature is what we need. Soul Servitude. Can kind of catch us up a little bit here as well. We'll go Isolated Chapel. Next turn, probably just Letter of Acceptance. Alright, they'll be scrying themselves. We do have a way to put a card in the yard. No way to reanimate a card yet, though. Breeding Pool, Hallowed Fountain. This gives us a green and a blue. So let's do this. And who knows, maybe we'll just start casting these bangers off the top of our deck. This is an instant, that's kind of nice. Chart of Course is a sorcery. Kaito Shizuki. Well, not great for Soul Servitude, and neither is Vanishing Verse on this board. Howlpack Piper, not bad. Let's start with Piper. Play a tapped Fountain and then pass, and then see if we can find something off the top. We have 3 draws to get a banger off the top here. Don't really want to have this flip. It's not what we're looking to do here.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
I think the only green we need in this deck is for Piper. We might have like a green in Zakama or something if we get up to 9 mana, but hopefully they don't flip our Piper here. Oh, come on. Well, I guess we're taking this. Okay, well, we'll get rid of Kaito then. Go ahead and
I'll try again later.
chart a course here. Oh no! No! Meant to discard one of these, but that's okay. Bone Shards. I don't really want to use that to destroy a ninja. I mean, we're one turn away from just hard casting a Hullbreaker Horror, so like, we don't really need to discard it, do we? So we'll just end it here. They didn't do anything last turn. We do have Vanishing Verse up, as well as Soul Servitude if they play a non-token. Sorry, a lot of weird interactions going on in this cube. Chart of Course. What is this from Ixalan? What, like 5 years ago or something? They don't really want to be turning it back to day because then we can do some crazy things here. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. Prismatic Bridge. Yeah, Vanishing Verse. Why is Vanishing Verse in this cube? Like, nothing is monocolored. Okay, well, can't really do anything about that. So, I guess we're going to have to destroy the bridge here. We'll still have Vanishing Verse up, as well as Soul Servitude. We're definitely going to have to get rid of that. Hit them for 4. And we still got some interaction here. Alright, 6 mana. We're getting to the part where they can start hard casting some bangers here. Golos. That'd be a good one if I didn't have Soul Servitude in my hand. And man, is our deck a good Golos deck. I think we can already spin Golos with the mana we have, right? Red, black, green, white, blue. Yeah, we could just spin Golos. Well, we need one more land. Right? Yeah. Target player sacks a non-token creature. We get to discard. I mean, how much are we actually... do we want to discard these? Probably Drakuseth. Or are they just going to let us take it there? Alright, we don't really have much of a sideboard. Like, at all. So we're just going to run it on back just like that. I'm not sure how much of a sideboard you're going to end up with in Chromatic Cube very often. But we took like 12 lands to make our deck function color-wise. So that cuts into our sideboard slots. Alright, going second this time. Don't think we can keep that. Look at all these cards. The worst of these probably being Drakuseth. So I'll put that back. Play Temple and definitely keep Bone Shards on top. Next turn we can Blooming Marsh Treasure Map. Don't think we want to do this on upkeep because I'd like to have Vanishing Verse up in the event that we need it. I guess there are some powerful mono-colored permanents. Like that one. Well, now that we're going to use this here, I think we need to make sure we get rid of this. And then... Oh. Why did we... Wait, what? Why did it go to our turn? Well, that's kind of annoying. Sorry about that. I'm just going to get the F6 value here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Guess we'll keep that. Need to find some of our reanimating cards, and we have a way to put these into the yard now. Could have sworn I did that on their turn. I don't know why it passed to mine. Maybe I just hit through it on accident. So Toru is definitely a card we're going to have to bone shards here. So let's destroy Satoru, discarding Hullbreaker Horror. We can shock ourselves here, chart a course. Discarding Velomachus. So we can do this at instant speed. So I think we'll do that on their end step. Probably want to copy Hullbreaker Horror. They have 7 mana, so clearly they have something to do. Let's see what it is here. Well, that's certainly something. Jeez. That's a beating. Well, I guess we're gonna do this. Oh, that would have been so great if we still had Cold Steel Heart. Hopefully they don't have the removal for that. I mean, it's another spell for Hullbreaker Horror. We just gotta hope it survives now. Is it black or is it blue or is it both? It's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black in addition to its other types. Why did I think that was going to survive? Yeah. Okay. Definitely should have got back a symbol from parts. And here's Kaya, so gonna get owned by Planeswalker value is what it looks like. Yeah, I don't really have a way to pressure these anymore. We can reanimate Velomachus, I guess. But they're just going to start stealing cards off the top of our library. Oh, God. How is this card fair? Man, this card is ridiculous. It's already at 6 loyalty, too. And it's already done so many things. Okay, I don't know what you do, but sure.
Ghosting feels weird, right?
I think we're just about dead next turn. Yeah, that won't do it. Alright, well, a couple of planeswalkers got us there. Let's see if we can kind of turbo out some reanimate targets here in game 3. Alright, the rubber match here. Let's hopefully don't have to mulligan again. Well, yeah, that's pretty good. We just gotta find one of our reanimate things. We don't have a black mana. So that is notable. Yeah, I think we need that. I don't think I'm running a plains in this deck. So, whoops. Ha! Fear my 1/1s. You're on a 10-turn clock. Alright, so we'll do this. Ah, I do have a plains. Ultimate value. I think we'll discard Velomachus here. No, now they have a blocker. Because we can technically cast Itali. In 2 turns. So we are a little light. We have yet to draw a single card that can reanimate anything. No, what is it, Priest of Fell Rites, I think? No Priest of Fell Rites, no Late for Dinner, no... Well, we did get that one that can, like, kind of turn our Hullbreaker Horror into 4/4 and then played it right into the onboard trick that is Nicol Bolas on the other side, but... We'll see here. Hopefully they can't maximize the backside of the reflection here. Oh, that was dumb. I should have definitely traded for that. Don't know why I did that either. And there's Golos. So let's see here. Field of the Dead? What did they get last time? I don't even notice. Just that. Oh, look, Dragoseth. Okay. Definitely should have traded for Goblin Shaman last turn. Alright, down goes our thing. Deck is not really doing what we had intended for it to do. Oh, another land. Yeah, guess we're just hardcasting this thing and hopefully it survives. Okay, well at least this can't copy Golos, but they have enough mana to spin Golos next turn, so it may not matter. Alright, does Italy survive? I would love to attack with Italy just once. Alright, there's the 7th land for Golos, and of course, Italy does not survive. Well, we could play the Priest of Fell Rights and have it come right back to our hand. So that's not great. I mean, we kind of have to keep it. Discarded Hallowed Fountain because we might just be able to hard cast Dragoseth, and we have a couple of targets already, or we have Velomachus in there for reanimate if we need to. I mean, we can't really even afford to pay the 3 life from this is the problem at this point in the game. So we're pretty much just toast. Yeah, that thing's got haste too, right? Yeah. So that'll do it. Deck didn't really do anything there in those last 2 games. Let's see if we can pick it up in the next one. Okay, here in match 2, we have a decent little starting hand here. We'll keep it. We need to find a way to get a card to the yard before late to dinner comes up, but that'll be alright. Let's start with the tap land. Well, that's technically a way to do it. So we can go blue here. Treasure map. Next turn we can do we can do soul servitude. So when they do, you may discard a card. So if they don't, we can't discard a card. So let's hope they play a non-token creature here. Awesome. We will discard a card. And then we will reanimate that card. Let's hope it survives. Turn 4 Drakuseth. And now they have a Drakuseth. Okay. We have a treasure? No. For as long as... Oh, gosh. They could cast it no matter if I kill this stupid thing or not. How dumb is that? Alright, well, let's cast Pelucranos here. Does Vanishing Verse even do anything in this cube? I guess I can get rid of Drakuseth. And I also guess I... Okay, good, I can go back. So I won't target the Hostage Taker for that reason. Binding of the Old Gods, it's almost like they're playing Interaction as well. I don't like it. I don't like it. I forget, I guess I can't escape this, right? Alright, what do we got? Not good. Missed the trigger. Don't think we have anything other than gaining 2 life to do with that. So we'll just pass here. Okay, so they can cast Drakuseth next turn. I think we're going to have to save Vanishing Verse for that, unless they drop some other big monocolored bomb here. Okay. It's in their graveyard. Pelucranos? I mean, I don't know, man. They're going to get 2 of these. Bro, I don't even know. None of this is good. None of these things are good. Sure. Of course I hit 3 of like the biggest bombs in their deck. And not like a land, 2 lands and something else. So like, I don't even know, man. Nope. Sure, give me that 3 life. Can we escape this yet? Nope. Okay. Nope. That's not bad, I guess. Probably have to use one of these to get Piper down, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna get the Piper down. I know it doesn't work well with Treasure Cove, but I'm gonna get it onto the battlefield here. There's Dracuseth. Unfortunately, if we exile that, I want it to go to my yard so we can reanimate it. So we're going to go ahead and Bone Shards, discarding a card, targeting that. And then we're going to go ahead and reanimate Dracuseth. We can also unearth this and reanimate Polukranos, but don't know how much we want to do that. We could just do this first. I need some better cards in the yard here. Guess they can just Dream Eater, bouncing our Dracuseth here. Take 5 down to 6. That too, I guess. So they're going to destroy Dracuseth. We're not really going to be able to use this at all much anymore. Okay. Not bad. Can't really do this as long as they have Dream Eater, because it's just going to get like exiled, or it's just going to go back to our hand and it's a token. Okay, that was also dumb because we don't have green anymore. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to use that much anymore. Let's just get rid of those. And now Polukranos gets bounced to our hand. More than likely. Nope, they just have all the answers, don't they?
Hope you're ready. Our eyes are everywhere.
No. Okay. Alright. Guess we can flash that in. Okay.
Secrets manifest before you.
Okay. Are we dead anyway? Block. Menace. Block this. 1, 2. 1, 2, 2. Not technically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we are dead if we just cast Hullbreaker Horror. Yeah, right. Okay, so we have to kill something. So we'll kill that. Five. Go to 1 and then lose next turn.
Now, what do we have here?
Yeah, they got too much interaction for our deck here. You know what? I want to go out on my terms. Oh, they won't even let me. Alright, I don't think we really have a way out of this here. So once we reanimate our creatures, they just kill them. So this matchup is pretty horrible for us. Yeah, not much we can do. So let's run it back. Let's see if we can, I don't know, attack with the creature once, maybe? Well, turn 2 priest, but we have to find a way to get this to the yard, so... Double mulligan, I'll take it. I'm going to keep the Triome in hand in the event that we want to cycle that at some point. So if we could find a way to discard a card, I could put that in the yard, but... I think I'm going to play this, put it on red, play a chapel, and then hit here. I mean, here's basically where we're just going to cycle the Triome. Let's put this on blue. We can play him. And we can just cycle the land. Well, we had a turn 3 Drakuseth if we had a way to discard a card, but now we're just flooding out. So we'll do that. They have a flash creature? I don't want this to die. They might have a flash creature. I don't know what's in this in this cube. We have to do discard a card, draw a card, then exile the card from your hand face down. Okay, so put that on the battlefield tapped. In the turn here, we do have 2 red sources for Drakuseth now. But they're holding up all the removal, so... So if we flip Jacob Hauken, then they can just kill it in response. I mean, they're going to kill these things. I mean, these things are just going to die. They have so much removal in their deck. So I think I'm going to chart a course and discard Drakuseth here. And then we can priest it back, but I mean, they could kill it. But we can unearth the priest at some point too. Alright, so there goes Drakaseth. And it's exiled. Gonti's pretty ridiculous. So even if Gonti dies, they'll still be able to cast that card. So we'll get ourselves a Gonti here. And I think we'll play it. What do you got for us? Binding? I'll take Gear Hulk, why not? And then... Plague Crafter. So we can sack Gonti, we can get it back with Priest. So let's do that. They got our Halpack Piper. We can exile it. And I just might do that, just in case they have anything crazy in their hand. So do we want another Gonti here? Yeah, probably so. What else do you got? Put a random creature card with mana value X or less on target opponent's life on the battlefield under your control. Perpetually has base power and toughness XX and gains ward 1. Sure, why not? Is this an instant? No, it's a sorcery. Okay, so let's surveil 2 and draw a card. Nope. Nope. And pass. Yeah, we can get rid of treasure map, I guess. Put a random creature card made by X or less onto the battlefield under your control. That seems fun. X equals 7. Let's attack first. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell. Nope. Ooh. It's a 13/13 ward 1. Okay. Okay. All right. See what we can find. Don't think that's it. We do have Noxious Gear Hulk, though. So I think 13, 14, 15. Of course, they're not quite dead if we play Gear Hulk here, but they're pretty close. So if we did this, we do have a Plains left in deck, right? Nope, we don't at all. So 1, 2, 3. So we can't do both of these. We just have to play Gear Hulk plus Maze Mind Tome. Gain 10 life here. Yeah. Alright. So we got a little lucky with stealing their Gonti twice. So that's what these kind of games in this cube can lead to, or just nonsense games like that. But we'll see if we can get lucky here again in game number 3. Boy, there are a lot of mulligans in this format, though, I'll tell you that. Alright, Vanishing Verse has been horrible this draft, so we'll put that back. Let's start with this. We only have 3 lands. Probably going to play this as a land. Next turn we can Discovery or Maze Mind Tome. Let's try to spike it here. Soul Servitude. Next turn could be good. Symbol from Parts. That's also pretty good. So is the land. So next turn we can Soul Servitude, discard Drakuseth. Following turn a symbol from Parts on the Drakuseth. Is that good enough? I don't know, both of these seem alright. Growth Spiral. Okay. Probably just want to do this now, so they don't get the extra mana from it. Okay, so we have a Leyline Prowler, access to Leyline Prowler in hand. Not bad. Do not have enough black mana to reanimate Drakuseth this turn. But we can play Prowler and Assemble from Parts here. So let's play Prowler. Probably fine just trading off, although maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna trade here. I mean, we kind of have something coming. They might just be mana screwed too. Okay, they don't have any interaction. So we can technically just do this, and hopefully it survives. Okay. Can they kill Drakuseth? Vraska's Contempt? Hostage Taker. Close enough. Darn. We've never gotten to attack with any of our fun creatures. Missed the trigger again. Gosh dang it. Okay. Alright, they're getting another mana screw. Yeah, let's just draw. We can get a card out of that here. Olivia. So we can return Leyline Prowler right now. She's got haste. We can also get her in for just 2 mana next turn, playing Piper, and then also drawing a card. Let's do that. Although Piper probably won't survive knowing how this matchup has gone. What do you got? Alright, you want 2 lands or do you want Liliana? Oh, come on. Last time they took the 2 cards. This time they take the Liliana? Oh, why? Never lucky. Well, if only that found a way to our yard, it'd be pretty good. So we can actually cast Olivia while also doing Howpack Piper here. So let's put a Tali in. Let's cast Olivia. Let's attack with Olivia. Returning Leyline Tyrant. Alright, can we attack with the Tali once? And of course, it's exiled. Why? Just why? Alright. Let's draw land here. Okay. This is a comma. Need to find a way to get... Ooh, has it got haste? No, it doesn't, but we do have Howpack Piper, so let's hope Zakama survives. Nothing to return. This does have lifelink, though. Was it like 6 lands, I think? There might have been a treasure map in there. Of course, they get another hostage taker here now. And this is exiled again. Let's kill something. Let's kill that. Because we can... I was going to say we could raise the alarm to kill that, but now we can't cast that anymore. And they get a Zakama on their side. Good God. This is just not going our way, is it? There's a Blooming Marsh. I think we want to find a way to put something in the yard. Hopefully we draw a big creature that we can reanimate with Olivia here. Oh, that's something. Okay. Let's bring that back. Yeah, so we don't get the trigger, unfortunately. But might still be enough. And it was enough. All right, one more match here with this wild format. All right, match 3 here, playing against Lutri. So they have no duplicates in their deck, which makes sense. It's basically a free companion here. Maze Mine Tome. We have Late to Dinner. We have no ways to discard these, but we do have Late to Dinner in hand. Let's keep it. Cold Steel Heart. I think we need to try to get Maze Mine Tome going first. Temple seems good. Go to main. We'll play the temple. We will find... do have Reanimate in hand, so let's keep that. Let's play Cold Steel Heart, put it on white. And then end the turn. No need to scry here because we know what's coming. Okay, a bit of a spell slinger deck over there. Yeah, definitely needs Soul Servitude, and Inspiring Vantage also seems good. So we'll hide the Soul Servitude, and we want to make our land drop this turn. And then we'll draw a card off of Maze Mine Tome here. Narset, they're not playing non-token creatures for our Soul Servitude though, so that's not great.
Honor the past by bringing its traditions into the future. Strike with the cunning mind of the dragon.
Okay, well I guess we're just holding up all our cards here. Field of the Dead is in the cube. Okay. Would very much like them to play a non-token creature. Then we can reanimate one of these next turn. That's a non-token creature. Don't know what it does, but... okay.
Breathe in. Exhale.
So if I do this in response, it doesn't actually become the target, right? Because it's not, they doesn't see it anymore because it'll be dead. Let's see. I will discard a card and I will have it be Hullbreaker. Awesome, that worked out nicely for us. Whenever you cast a creature spell, seek a creature card with lesser mana value, then put it on the battlefield. Oof. Okay. Saheeli and Cabaret Revels not really working together very well here. Let's draw a card. Need to hit those land drops. Let's do blue. Let's do Late to Dinner, Returning Horror, and then we have Raise the Alarm up still. Can bounce one of their spells or something. They play something big. Like that. They do get to get another creature though. Let's just bounce that. I mean, it's not great because they keep getting free cards here, I guess. What does this even do? Nothing. Okay, they got a 2/2. May have to let this resolve at some point.
Many paths lie before me.
I would like a land, I think. I mean, it's kind of a land. I'll keep it. Go to my main. I will play it here. Let's start with this. Returning probably just this. Don't want them to get the value of keeping on doing that. Okay. And we'll end the turn here with a couple of cards up. We don't have a way to destroy anything but a creature with this right now. We don't have green mana. We will next turn, though. Vanishing Verse can deal with this. They do get 2 wolves with it, though. But that's probably okay. Murmuring Mystic. Probably just want to Nethroid that. We could also Vanishing Verse that, too. That's in like endless chump blockers for them, basically. Yeah, well, this is 2 now. So, what does this even do? Could be pretty good.
Breathe in. Exhale.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get through this. We gotta get Drakuseth on the battlefield here soon. Think I want to just Vanishing Verse away the Murmuring Mystic here. And in doing that, we can bounce that thing. Don't really have any other use for this, so let's eat some food. Get a treasure map. Oh, this is red. We can cast Drakuseth. Alright, well, let's do that. Let's just make them restart Narset here. We'll hit them because they can't kill Hullbreaker Horror. They're just going to keep jumping, I guess. And let's hope that Drakuseth survives. That's kind of our out here. So they have to discard a 7 or an 8 drop to kill one of these two. They have a 6 drop, but that won't do it. That's a 4 drop. Killing Agent of Rafine, okay. What does this even do? I can't even remember. Whenever it attacks, deals 4 damage to any target and 3 to up to 2 others. Let's do this. Let's return that. We'll hold this up to bounce something. Go here, go here. All right, target this, target this, target this. And Dragon Seth is doing its thing. Guess we could have attacked with the 1/1s as well, but that's small game. Looks like this deck is not very well equipped to deal with our enormous creatures. So that's good news for us. Again, we don't really have a sideboard. So let's just run it back. And neither do they. So let's see if we can reanimate a creature quickly and have them not be able to deal with it. What do we got? Well, we do have kind of a slow way to do it. Bone shards, discarding a creature if we find one, assemble from parts and then reanimate that. Late to dinner, so we've got some pieces here. Let's try to find one of the big creatures here. No, that won't do it. Lutri seems free in this. You just pack one, pick one, that, and it's just straight up free. Temple, we need to find some more. I know I'm giving up on Cold Steel Heart here, but I want to find a big creature like now. We have the ways to reanimate it in hand, so I want to just try to get that going, but missed on both fronts. Would not mind killing Lotus Cobra. Olivia. Man, we've got all the pieces, don't we? This can lead to some explosive starts for them, so I think I'm going to try to discard Olivia here. So let's do this. Let's do Cold Steel on blue, Bone Shards away the Lotus Cobra. And then don't really have another way to get a card to the yard, but we got Olivia. Could reanimate that right now if we wanted. But I think I do, because they really haven't shown much of a way to deal with cards like this. It's only 4 toughness, so if they play like Narset, they can possibly deal with it if they discard a bigger card. But we can also assemble from parts that. Letter of acceptance. I have been accepted too. Okay. Okay. Probably just going to sacrifice this to draw a card. Unless they play a non-creature. Or a non-token creature. But if they do that, then I can't really steal it because I don't really want to discard a symbol from parts. So present me with the situation, opponent. Let's see what you got. Okay. Do we want to draw or do we want to assemble from parts here? I think I'm gonna draw. Because we don't have anything in the yard to get back if we can like assemble from parts Olivia, cast it, attack, reanimate something. So let's see if we can get some things. By things I mean lands. Go ahead. Alright. Here come the zombies. Gotta watch out for Lutri. Oh no. Get wrecked. Oh my god, they're gonna have 3 of these? Oh no. They've assembled the combo. We kind of have a nice combo here too, but we only have 1 card in the yard. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. It seems so good, but we only have 1 card here. I'm just gonna let it resolve. Here comes land, I'm sure. There it is. And, well, I mean, I don't know what else to do. Can we outrace 6 zombies? We can trade Lutri for one of them and then reanimate Lutri. if Olivia survived. What do you even do? Alright, so it looks like we got outvalued by 3 fields of the dead here. This cube is just wild, man. So they get a free Narset here. And they're gaining life now, so probably not gonna go well. Ha. Surprise. Haha. Take like 12 or something, down to 9. Yeah, and then we'll draw a land and probably go to game 3. Well, it's not a land, but I mean, I'm not sure. Not sure that does it for us. Because we could block, take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So we still lose. This comes in attacking, right? Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's hope we can get it in game 3. They kind of had the wombo combo of the format there with 3 Fields of the Dead, so without that, we probably had that game. Well, we have a lot of ways to get cards in the yard. We just have to draw one of our reanimate spells. No blue for Charticore, so that's kind of awkward. But let's do this. Oh, man. Yeah, I guess. Llanowar Elves? I don't like that. Blooming Marsh. Restoration, because we do still have Charticores as a way to discard a card. So let's do Restoration, get a Plains. Darn. I mean, we can get a free Maze Mine Tome, I guess. We can ramp with a land. Yeah, let's just ramp here. Play Maze Mine Tome. And if they want to get us with the Llanowar Elves again, which they probably won't, we can raise the alarm here. They might be a little bit mana screwed. Okay. They're not mana screwed. I'm going to draw the card. We can raise the alarm next turn. There's Drakuseth. We now need a way to reanimate. And we need a way to cast a blue card. Okay, we'll go ahead. Yep. Don't say Field of the Dead yet, so that's good. Okay, this is going to be busted if they attack here. I bet you didn't expect to see Raise the Alarm in this deck, did you? Oh, man. Okay. Blue. There we go. Draw 2 cards. Discard Drakuseth. Assemble to parts on Drakuseth. And cast Drakuseth. Alright, can you deal with that now? No, stop. Well, that's kind of a way to deal with it, I guess. Okay. Play Piper. Play Tapped Hallowed Fountain and pass here. We do have green. Come on now. Ooh. Of course, everything gets eggs. Where's the Drakuseth? Oh, it's back in our deck. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Bring back Howlpack Piper, I guess. And we'll see. Black. Green and white. Okay, good. Don't want them cascading, but it looks like they'll be able to. Here comes our lands. They do have to find gas. Ooh, what do we get? Put it into our hand? Can we cast a Tali? I don't think we can. Well, we can put it on the battlefield with a wild. With this, potentially, if they play 2 spells. Yeah, let's try to get a Tali here. See what happens. What's this, like Cascade, basically? Pretty much. Remember, if they kill this, that's fine. That can probably cast a Tali. Okay, so they can trade for Howler here, but then we get a cast at Tali, which seems fine. All right, what do you got? Well, that's something. It's a 7/7. Well, they're starting to turn the corner here, unfortunately. Yuck. Might just have to throw away a Tali into the Aluna. Next turn, reanimate it. Let's see what we can get. They can discard a Luna to kill Olivia. They chose not to. We draw lands. Seems alright. That might do it for us. Return target instant or sorcery to your hand. What do we have? Soul Servitude? But we can't cast it? We have... Mythos that we can't cast? Oh, we're so close. Oh, I should have discarded... Oh, that was probably lethal if I would have discarded the Proving Ground instead. Do we still have lethal, though? We can reanimate this. And then get them down to 1, so no? But it's very, very close, and we have a lot of cards in hand that can help us do it. Yeah, let's get this one. And I'm going to try to go for the spike here. See what we can get off of Tali. Because they have to block it. Oh, jeez. Well, that was certainly pretty good. Discard a card, targeting that. And that'll do it. Certainly got a spike off of Vitali there. All right, 2-1 with black white, quote unquote, reanimator here in the Chromatic Cube. I might do one more of these before the Chromatic Cube closes, I think in about a week and a half, 2 weeks or so. But it was definitely a fun one, definitely an interesting one. Hopefully you enjoyed the content on the channel. Remember, give it a subscribe if you did. We have the Daily Drafters Discord, if that is of interest to you as well. On the end screen, we have our last upload, or Streets of New Capenna trophy drafts if you want to check out a couple of good trophies on the channel. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time for your daily draft.